Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Perfect Tower 2. This is a very important episode in this series. Pivotal moment, major breakthrough since last episode, and I am eager to share it with you. We're gonna take a look at a couple of things. First, 7 fabrics of reality. For now it's useless, one day they'll develop it more. I don't really spend much into this. Here I have 3 stacks. In a moment, we're going to get the module that this gives. You see these red machines? Well, they'll become green very soon. You'll see. And later on, a few of them will be black. And also here, I'm showing that I have all yellow batteries. I'm rich enough. I used to use blue batteries where I couldn't afford the yellow batteries, but now it's all set up. And that's the depth in the mine. I don't understand this number, but I wanted to share it with you just in case you're interested, just to show you my progress. And hey, it's all green already. Not that hard to do. It's just the tier 10 ore that's still a bit difficult to get, but that might change soon. Back to the lab after that. I'm gonna finish this off, the gems. I'll do it on screen. It will take a few seconds and I don't even know if it's gonna take a minute. I got 91% luck chance, 32% gems chance, 7 trillion blue gems, and I'm starting to wonder what to do with those gems, but I continue to accumulate them. I have my blue gem producer. I won't make any more than one, and I am slowly filling up this. It used to be painful, but with numbers like this, it's not that bad anymore. Just one session once in a while and eventually you get it. I was curious to see what kind of module I would get because of course I was trying to build a blueprint that could do 90 out of 90, not only era but also infinity. So I needed all the modules I could get. It gave me phasing. Let's see what it does. So it blocks attacks, but it works only if you have shield points. So that would work with my infinity build, because my infinity build uses only shield. My other build, well, I would call it Impossible build. It's called maximum right now. I'm gonna delete that. You'll see the tryout error I'm doing. So it blocks every 5th attack. That means 20% of the attacks are blocked. Okay, we'll see if I'll use it or not. Here I'm going to add a row to increase my neutral a little bit, just to balance things out. I still want a lot of fire. 1126, 1320. Wow, that's zoomed in a lot. Okay, so 4779 fire, and in fact I have another row as we speak. I'll show it to you later. Okay, what's this? 27 hours. We're gonna use this as a reference, alright? Because when I go to sleep or leave, what am I to do? Close the game? No, I let it run. 42 duodecillion per second is the most I ever made. Infinity 81,000. It's not that impressive, but it's either that or I close the game. You're gonna see at the end of the video the benefits of doing this. So when I can play a little more active, I make progress in era and stuff like that. But when I cannot play the game at all, I just let it run like this, and I don't care what I reach. What I care about is how much money I make so I can upgrade my modules. And I'll make even more money than this. So here I can make 120 tridecillion blue blocks. That's nothing compared to what I'll do very soon. So here I'm going to every place. After I upgraded some of my modules, I give 10% to each building because I'm going to do some trading. I did that several times, also off camera, and in fact the number I'll reach. Oh, here by the way, I use, this is nice because it only costs you 1 exotic gem to insta finish any building. I want to increase my crate number, and it's much higher than this. As I'm speaking to you, this helps upgrade all this. as you know probably. So here, what are we looking at? 31 hours. Oh, my computer was resetting every 5 minutes. 259 zillion per second, another record. Infinity 100,000. I stretched it a bit because I wanted to reach 100,000 for psychological reasons, and also had 29 quadrillion. But I wanted to prove that my computer wouldn't crash, and it ran for 31 hours without crashing. I was very scared. If you're on my Discord, you know what I'm talking about. I almost had to go to the shop. It would have taken a while before I could make more videos. Anyways, it's fixed for now at least. Those are my town perks. I go a bit quick, but I think I'll show it a second time for some reason. When I watch the footage, I don't know why I did that, but anyways, doesn't matter. Look at that. There's a few tier 10 machines making progress here, but I stopped doing it. I really concentrated on making progress in every region to reach 90 out of 90 era. We'll do that in this episode. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. 80s kid know this code, economy code. And now I believe I'm missing only 2 modules, and they're related to bosses. And this is a magnificent module that I integrated in both my builds. Parry the next 15 hits that kill you. And now I'm going to reduce the cooldown. For those who don't know this module, think about it. Every 2 seconds, I can get a lethal hit 15 times and not die. So the trick is to cheat death, because in the Impossible, they hit you for sometimes infinite damage. I cannot tank this. My first approach was to try to tank with resistances, things like this. But I came to the realization, especially playing in Impossible difficulty, that you get one shot because they hit you for infinite damage or ridiculous, unimaginable numbers. So you need to cheat death, and this is one of the modules. Sorry, I got distracted here. One of the modules that I needed. So here I started playing around with active modules. I said I would do it eventually. I said, eventually I'll play with active modules. I'm doing it by hand right now, and you can see I'm in region 15 Impossible, and I'm trying to reach era 1 for the first time in this place, of course, in the toughest place possible. Mobs have more health, of course, and so it shows that I have enough DPS. And these active modules, see, I made it. Pretty happy, but of course I don't want to do this by hand. So I created an AI, very simple one. I didn't have to research it after all. Just something that that spams my abilities. Impulse will activate the AI under certain condition. The condition is new round, and all it is, there's many options, but I'm not gonna explore this very much. Use muzzle 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I was like, how do I put if conditions and then things like this, like if my cooldown is over, then activate whatever. Then I remember my training in QBasic 1997 in high school with the go to command, and it brings you back to line 0. All it does is run this thing, so I'm gonna show it to you. It's very simple. I mean, anybody who's played this game a lot understands this. All it does is spam my abilities. It will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-stop. Because when it hits the go-to command, it goes back to the line 0. Why there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4. This will vary, of course. I'll play with it. So I'm just showing that it works, that's all. So it's the first time you see me using active module and AI. I thought it was important. A lot of important things happened in this episode. Okay, this clip. Oh, I forgot to remove it. I was supposed to remove it. This clip is useless. My record is, I guess it's a record 113,000. Super multi-shot. I'll talk about it later, but I'll have to remove it from one of my here, in fact. Sorry. Okay, here, super multi-shot, I have to remove it. I'm gonna show you why. Snap of Destiny is amazing. It erases half of the mobs on the screen, but look at that. It's not being used because super multi-shot is burning all my energy, so I have to remove super multi-shot from the blueprints that I use to push the 90 out of 90 era / infinity. By the way, you see it lagging right now. I went to Discord, asked for advice, turned off VSync, put unlimited FPS, and it no longer lags. I wouldn't care normally, but because I'm making videos, I don't want it to lag like this. So it shouldn't lag anymore, ever, I think. So what am I doing here? Well, it's going to be the first time I ever reach Infinity 1 anywhere in Impossible, ever. So that's why I'm showing you this. Even though I'm using super multi-shot, which will disappear very soon. But watch this. First time I reach Infinity 1 in Impossible. Very, very significant. That means my blueprint through trial and error was getting better and better. I kept polishing it and polishing it, you know. But still a lot of work to do. Look at that. Many areas did not have reached era 1, let alone infinity. But I'll reach it by the end of the video. Now it's time to make some serious money. Mad cheddar, fat stacks, dead presidents. Yes, watch this. 13 tridecillion per second. I have 1 quindecillion resources. Infinity 171,000. I cannot do it on insane though. I die. I still die. But I'm gonna tweak it so I can do it in insane and do even more money. But I'm satisfied with this so far. Here I show the Tom Perks again. So with this money I'll be able to upgrade my modules even more. And also I'll upgrade the electricity in the you know, the place where you reduce the cost of disabling abilities for era mobs. I disable universal and electricity. Here we're in Impossible region 15, and we're gonna reach Infinity 1. And I put a screenshot on Discord. That means if I can do it here, because once again mobs have more health, right? So you need enough DPS. I can reach Infinity 1 anywhere. And at that time, I already had reached 90 out of 90 era. I was very happy with that. So now I can show you my blueprint, and that's what I'm gonna use to reach 90 out of 90 Infinity 1. Can it be improved? Yes, but I'm not touching that thing, it's working. So I'm not gonna touch it. So I use things like bash to stun mobs. Of course this, it cheats death, right? You want to cheat death as much as possible. And the way it works is I die, I move forward, I die, I move forward, I die, I move forward. Defiance is basically when you die, you don't. It's the best explanation I can tell you. Most of you are very experienced players anyways. You can look it up if you don't know exactly what it is. I don't really have time to, because I'm doing too fast with the footage here. Temporal barrier makes you invincible. Here I slow down the attack speed of mobs, so I get hit less, and 25% chance to evade. No, things like this. Just stay alive as long as possible to push a little further, then die and come back. Push a little further, die, come back. And that's how I do it. And I'll do it for every single place. It will take a while, but it doesn't matter. And this, of course, is awesome because every 30 seconds, I destroy half the mobs in the map. The consequence of this, now, I'm going to go back because I went way too fast. let's go back. 100%, 158,000, 100,000, 55,000, 100% for fire. You see, those numbers are not really high. Doesn't matter. I still charged up completely all 3 stones I need for the 400-hour time skip in the factory. I never really pushed because it's not the time to do it, but just by running it in my sleep when I cannot play the game, the consequence was that, you know. Infinity Forge, I'm gonna go permanent directly. I'm not gonna get a temporary. The one I want to get, I'm trying to find it. I'm looking for 10, but it says tenfold TEN. That's why I got confused. By the way, double skill point is really attractive, but that's not what I'm looking for. Next thing I want to get is tenfolds production and machine speed. Okay, so for that I need light, darkness, and universal. I already started working on this. There's a lot to do, as you can see here. For instance, it's pretty bad. By the way, you see they're not even upgraded. My 3 stones that are charged for exotic gems, the cost of upgrading them again is about 3,000. So that's the level I'm at. So I want to reach that for all 3 other elements. Once I do that, I will have the tenfold upgrade. And now we're gonna go to the place where I make the most money, which is how much again? 13 tredecillion per second. That's it. So we did it with our own blueprint. We are now able to reach 90 out of 90 infinity. If you don't want to go through this ordeal of trial and error, you can download Dogecoin or Dogecoin version 2, which I never saw in my life. I never downloaded it. Go check on Discord. People are really nice. They give really good advice. I think it's a great community. Also, one thing that helped me, I did ask on Discord, what are the 2 first elements I should disable? I was thinking universal and neutral. That's for impossible, by the way, because all elements are there. And once again, Buddy Boy stepped to the plate and told me, yes, you're right about universal, but you should shut down electricity instead. So I did that and it helped. So thank you once again, Buddy Boy. No wonder why he has the helper title in Discord. Next episode, we're going to do the 400 hours time skip and make progress into 90 out of 90 infinity, work in the factory, and I'm not exactly sure what else. We'll see. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.